Hello, hello, test, test, test. If you're out there, thank you for tuning in to Chat with B, episode 2, season 2. I'm your hostess, B.AKApella. Today, I have special guest Shon Denay here with me tonight. To all the Priscilla Peaceful fans, unfortunately, she could not be here tonight, but of course, she loves you guys, and thank you for tuning in. And I will get her back on the show, and I'll let you know what that date will be once I've had a chance to talk to P. So. Anyway, thank you so much again for tuning in to Chat with B, episode 2. Again, I'm B.AKApella. This is my special guest, Shon Denay. So, as you're tuning in, guys, let us know if you can hear us. Let us know if you can hear the music. The music is courtesy tonight of Priscilla Peaceful and Shon Denay. So everything that you'll hear tonight is already available for purchase under their name, streaming everywhere. Shon Denay, that's ShonDenay, and of course Priscilla Peaceful as well on all streaming platforms. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have a few questions for Shon Denay, and she'll answer them, and we'll go from there. We'll also take some questions from the listeners. If for some reason we don't get to your question, we'll answer them after the show has aired live, and we'll answer them in the comments. But we'll try to get to all the questions as they appear on the screen. Again, thank you again for tuning in to Chat with B this evening. Okay, so Shon Denay, how have you been, honey?
I've been all right. Just returned back from overseas. I was living in Amsterdam for like 6 months, which is crazy, but there's no place like home.
Well, we here in Las Vegas are glad to have you back, Shon Denay, and I know that Amsterdam must have been a beautiful place and experience and all of that, and we'll definitely get some, some girl chat after. But we want to get started with some questions about you as an artist. One of the questions that I think we get sometimes as artists is like, who is our musical inspiration, dead or alive? So I wanted to pose that question to you. I know we probably have a myriad of artists that have influenced us over the years, but if you could just pick one person that would embody, I would say, majority of the things that you look for in art and music, who would that be and why?
Only one person? That's rough. Okay, well, if I had to choose, it would be Jill Scott. The reason why is because she embodies sexiness, and her storytelling, you just feel every emotion that she brings to you, and every time I listen to her, I cry. And I just hope that I could portray that when I sing with my music. That's the goal.
Wonderful. That's a wonderful answer. Yeah, Jill Scott's amazing. Yeah, she's great. And you actually perform really well live. You know, I've seen you perform lots of times. We've shared stage together as well a couple times. But I definitely enjoy when you are on stage. I think that is definitely something I see when you perform. So that definitely can believe that that's one of your musical inspirations. As far as stuff you're working on currently, do you have anything that you're working on right now, or something you just finished up? Any upcoming shows, tours, anything like that coming up?
Well, I did finish recently finish my On the Rocks EP. I know, whoa, snaps! Dropped that last year around, I would say, kind of, yeah. We did the listening party in April, and then we recorded the music video for Comeback in September. And during that time, I was actually submitting the EP to Native American award shows, like the Indigenous Music Awards. That rolled around in May this year, and they hit me up and was like, "You're nominated." So I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I like dang near freaked out when that happened. We didn't bring home the W, y'all, but the most amazing thing about this whole situation is there's also an Native American Music Award, which is North America, all the states. And I submitted On the Rock CP again, and sure enough, they hit me up and was like, "You made it to 4 categories," which is amazing, freaking so amazing that this was my first EP that I dropped, and to get a little bit of notoriety or recognition for the amount of time and blood, sweat, and tears that was put in that EP. And Bozy T was the producer. PS was also pre-produced again, and we just made it work. Made it work. Lots of hours, and this is a nice send off for the On the Rocks EP. We did do a extra single, just a side single by itself called All the Time. I hope you guys have checked it out because it's amazing. And if you want to like feel good and like have something to explain or express you having a crush on someone and you think about them all the time, that's the song that you want to listen to. It's out on Spotify and all the social media platforms, shall we say. And I'm working on a new track with a really dope artist from Amsterdam. He's like super fly. I'm not going to say his name yet because that's going to be coming out here in a couple months. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear it. I'm all about that hip hop, boom bap type stuff, like Mary J almost. That's what I want. And that's what I'm going to get.
Wonderful. Can't wait to hear the new stuff. Can't wait to hear it. Okay, if you guys are tuning in, let me know if you can hear me. If you have a question for Shon Denay or myself, be sure to drop it in the comments. Thanks again for tuning in. All right, so the next question that I had for you is, in this moment in your life, you just finished this EP, you have made some great strides here in Vegas, you've made great strides in Amsterdam. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment so far?
Wow, greatest accomplishment. I would say my greatest accomplishment was actually finishing what I started. Do you know how difficult it is to like actually finish it? You can have so many rough drafts and so many like these could be good and so many I'm sitting on this song because I'm not sure, but I am, but I ain't. And then it just gets lost. It just gets lost. So to actually finish something, that's what I'm most proud of out of this whole experience.
For sure. I definitely can relate to that sentiment. I've been working on this EP I put it down a lot of times, but 2 years I've been working on my introduction EP, which should somehow at some point come out. I'm hoping in the next couple of months. Like you said, I'm listening to rough drafts. It's sounding great. It's coming along, but it's not quite there yet. So, we're doing a lot of that, rough draft and getting it to where we want all that editing, all that mastering, all the cutting and everything. And I'm enjoying the process. With me working and the kids and everything, I can only get to the studio as often as I can. So, it's taking a little longer, but I'm hoping that, because it's taking a while, it's going to make me want to put out my best work because it's already taken this long, right? Why rush it now type of deal. So hopefully it should be out in a couple of months here. We'll definitely keep you guys posted. All right. So let's see. So I had a couple other questions for you. As far as being a recording artist goes, we have a lot of, I wouldn't even say pitfalls or disadvantages, but being independent, of course, is a task in itself. We're not represented by major labels. We don't have all this money behind us. Everything we do comes from our own pockets. So sometimes things have to take longer for us, or sometimes we have to, look for a while, before we find that, that perfect sound or that great merchandise investment or, that great video and, things like that. So for people who are inspiring to be recording artists, what piece of advice would you give them?
That's a good one. Oh my goodness. Well, my journey consisted of, I had a lot of opportunities to go to certain studios and be introduced to certain producers. But I come across to when we first starting out, because I was a lady, half of the people that were trying to take advantage of me because I was a lady, or if you don't take up for their advances or be extra nice to them, all of a sudden they're kind of distant, doors are shutting. I just created my own studio. I invested money in myself. I took away all outside distractions and put all my finances in trying to build my own studio. Learned as much as I could, and luckily I fell upon, or I always had Bozy with me to help me with the knowledge and PK. But yeah, if you're going to be an independent artist, you understand that you're going to be doing a lot of this stuff yourself. And that's cool. Like, if someone comes around and wants to help you because they see how hard you're working, that's a blessing as well. Because throughout this journey, for me, once I started having a finished product, like tracks actually finished, and people were listening to it, they were like blown away. And they're like, how can I get on this? How can I help you? And so, yeah, independent artists, y'all trying to be independent, seriously, like, stick to it. Believe in it every day, every day.
Absolutely. Some great advice for sure. It is yes, Christopher. He says it's a hustle for sure. For sure, it is a hustle, and I definitely agree with Shon Denay as well about just some people, like you. They don't get a certain, reaction or vibe out of you. They don't even want to work with you, and that can be difficult, to try to get the right people, in your camp and all of that. And, I was very fortunate to find, Sick the Black Falcon, so many years ago, and not even just in a relationship, but from a business standpoint, he's never stirred me wrong. And he's, his people have become my people, as you say. So, I was fortunate to find that tribe out here, just coming from Vegas myself and not knowing anyone and never even really officially recording anything before, just always wanted to. So yeah, it can definitely be a challenge out here. And there's a lot of competition. I always look at it like to me, I don't feel competition as far as that goes, because I feel like we can all have a lane. Everyone has a lane. We don't have to compete with each other. We can encourage each other. We can, be there for each other, support each other's endeavors. At least that's kind of the standpoint that I come from. And I know you do, and Priscilla does, and just the people that we rock with, we all support each other. We're like a little family out here in Vegas, all the indie artists just out here grinding all the time. So, yeah, shout out to the city, shout out to 702, all the artists doing something. So Adam, thanks so much for tuning in, buddy. And Christopher, of course, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys have a question, oh yes, Shon Denay will be sharing this on her page. Probably her fans don't even see it yet. So we'll give her fans a chance to tune in here in just a second. We'll just wait for her to share that. If you guys can hear this, man, this is so mellow. This is Shon Denay right here. That's that On the Rocks EP. That is everywhere, you guys. I'm telling you, the EP is amazing. Some good neo soul realness. It's really good. I enjoy her. You guys are talking about doing a stand up. That's hilarious. You know what? I should get you guys to do that.
I thought about that.
So has Wally. He's wanted to do it too. I don't know if jokes is not my forte. Sometimes I think I can be clever, but I'm not very. Yeah, I don't think that's my lane. You're right. Yeah, I feel like I have witty moments, but yeah, I don't really think I'm very funny. But anyway, so I'm going a little off the cuff because I had some questions for P, but and hope you're doing good, sweetheart. We'll chat after the show. I know you wanted to be here, her fans, of course. Be sure to tune in to the next episode. I'll make sure we definitely reschedule Priscilla's interview. That's the homie. So you have been very busy and you just got back in, so you're about to readjust back into the Vegas life from being in Amsterdam. What's the speed like in Amsterdam? Would you say it's about the same speed as Vegas, or a little slower, a little faster?
That's a great question. It's very similar to like Las Vegas Strip to Summerlin. Because I lived on the outskirts of Amsterdam in a city called Zaandam. And it's slow, like stores close at like 9. I'm like, what? 9 o'clock? I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to get something to eat. Like, where are all the fast food restaurants? Where's my Jack in the Box? Where's my Del Taco? They don't have any of that. And but if you go to Amsterdam, which we try to do on the weekends, like you're legit, like it's just party scene. It's just like Second Sin City, like legit. Like I felt like I was at home still, which is weird. Minus the car, add a lot of bikes and wind and dust in your eye, and oh my God, it's a eye because you're riding on a scooter. It's just yeah, I got some stories. I swear.
I hear that. I hear that. Hey, real quick, we're debuting Priscilla Peaceful's new song. Again, she wanted to be here on the show to speak a little bit about it, but this is Priscilla Peaceful's newest single called Problem Cure. Make sure you get that on all streaming platforms, y'all. Song is fire. Of course, again, artist Priscilla Peaceful, produced by Dave Grantz. So yeah, I've always been curious about Amsterdam. I haven't been like overseas since I was a child. So it's been on my bucket list as an adult to start exploring. Where haven't you been that you'd like to visit and why?
Although I was close as hell. I was so close. Ooh, I could taste it. I was so close. I didn't make it to London. Girl, it's like the same distance as like San Diego. And so, yeah, unfortunately for me, I didn't make it to London, like the home of like soul, like all the legit neo soul, new soul artists that are out right now are in London. And that's where I want to go. Like legit, I want to go to all the spots they do open mics, whatever I got to do so these people can listen to me. See me, I'm here. Let's hang out. Let's do this.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are so many good neo soul artists from that area for sure. Wow, that would have been awesome. Well, you're definitely well on your way there. I have no doubt in my mind. What would you, let's see, as far as the like younger generation, like children who are middle school, maybe even elementary school, that have a desire to sing, songwrite, get into the industry in some way. Do you have any, like, I guess, tips for them? Because I feel like when I was younger, I always wanted to be a recording artist. But as a child, it was a lot for me to handle. And I know that some people can handle it and they have their parents that kind of rally behind them. And it kind of takes over them, like they kind of lose their childhood a little bit. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons why my parents kind of took me out of it when I was a child, because they're like, no, we want you to experience school and not have to miss out on all the important dates and things like that. But for a child who really wants to get out there and just start early, because I know you've been doing music a long time, and all kind of facets of music, from dancing, and all of that. So you've been doing it for a long time. What can you say has helped you like stay grounded with everything? Because there's so much that gets thrown at us. What has kept you grounded?
Well, I would definitely say for the youngins that are thinking about getting into music or entertainment, dancing, comedy, whatever, just don't be scared. Like there's always going to be a group that does the same thing that you do in a healthy way. So if you want to sing, join a choir. Do church choir. If you want to be on stage or get used to being on the stage, do theater. I did a lot of theater and a lot of plays to get used to it, and church choir, and I did like poetry things, like work on my writing. They were awful. Awful, but you gotta start somewhere. Just believe in yourself. It's okay. You can sing in your room to prepare yourself, but you gotta bring it out of your room. Gotta bring it out of your room. Don't be scared, baby. Don't be scared. Now, what kept me grounded this whole time? Oh man, was probably the fact that I was an ugly duckling. So I know, but it's true. I was an ugly duckling when I was younger. So I had to work on my personality. Personality, so I mean that's what's keeping me grounded.
Oh my goodness. Well, I definitely think you're amazing, and ugly duckling. That's hilarious. That's too funny. I was a bit of a nerd in high school. I didn't really feel I felt like the arts was kind of my escape, getting into choir, doing drama, and being able to be as dramatic as I could be. I could be someone else. I could get away from my own self for a while. So, because I didn't have I was not very popular in school, so I had those outlets. So yeah, for sure, absolutely. Hey, I was not cool at all in school, and I had a twin who was super cool, which was really hard because it's like, yeah, you girl, I have told you that, y'all. I've told her this, but yeah, I have a twin sister. We're fraternal, but she was always really popular and well liked, and she's been very artistic too. She's an amazing artist, painter. She goes all kind of stuff with art. She's incredible. I wish I could do all that. Like, she can make a portrait of someone's actual face and it looks like them. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, she's awesome. So and so she had that talent, plus she was beautiful, and so she was always popular, and I was kind of a nerd. But anyway, love my sister. So yeah, right. Y'all was just popular, and we were. Right, we was just trying to fit in somewhere, and so I kind of fit in with the the weird drama kids and the weird choir kids, and those people. So and those are still my people. So yeah, shout out to to drama programs and choral programs. Kind of makes me sad when we listen to the news sometimes, and it's the first thing that goes when schools have to cut the budget. They cut it from the arts, and that always makes me sad because I'm like, no, we need the arts. A kid like me needed the arts, So I hope they'll keep the arts alive. Hope we keep the arts alive. So, oh man, I love this song. We're just gonna vibe to this song, you guys. Honestly, I'm vamping at this point. I really went through all the questions I was gonna ask you, but I just enjoyed talking with you. You're my girl. So I'm so glad you're back in the city. I can't wait to hear your new stuff and get on some shows with you. Maybe get on a song or two with you, keep it a secret from people, until we can get that. Absolutely. I'm ready to. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, legit, in Las Vegas, we need more female collabs, female shows, female promoting, female all marketing, all that stuff. Like, we have to come together, ladies. I believe in us. We got that untapped talent. We're ready to just blow up. Like, for real. It's time.
I remember not the last show we did together, but we did a ladies' night show with Charlie. Shout out to Charlie Madness. That was such a fun show. It was ladies' night, and we were all just bringing it. I was super pregnant, and I went up there, but it was fun. We had a great time, and yeah, we definitely need to do more shows, more female artists. When I see a lady on the lineup, that always makes me excited. To see everyone's has their own lane, everyone's hungry. It's fun. I love performing with P and V Nice and Forever Divine, Shon Denay. Who am I missing? Oh, shout out to Jess Session. She DJs now too and MCs, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, absolutely, man. It's the scene. Yes, we're all putting in work. So sometimes when you don't hear from a lady, just know we might be behind the scenes cooking something. So, which a lot of us have been doing that, just doing that and working, or doing that and raising a baby, and doing so, like women always do. We kind of juggle a bunch of stuff at one time. But
We are the queens of multitask.
yes, queens of multitask. And as an artist, I feel like we have to be, because if we don't, then we would never be done with anything, just like you said. And as indie artists, we have to wear so many hats. So it's like, I have to get ready for a photo shoot. I have to get ready for the show. I have to do my own,
Oh my God.
Oh, for me, I was just telling, I think somebody I work with, but I told them, I was like, I saw a makeup tutorial because I only know how to do basic stuff. By the way, if you know a really dope makeup artist in Las Vegas, please have her or him DM me. I would love to have a makeup artist on the show to just give some really great tips and stuff. And for someone like me who just knows the basics, that would be really helpful. Right, exactly. And especially for us indie artists, we're always looking for good makeup artists in the city when we have shows or photo shoots or videos. So please, if you know a really good makeup artist, have them hit me up. Maybe I can get them on the show for a future episode. But I was just telling a coworker, I was like, I was watching a YouTube tutorial on makeup and it took her 48 minutes. I'm like, I don't have 48 minutes in the morning with, with the baby needing milk and the boys having to go to school and then I have to go to work. And I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have 48 minutes to do makeup. So I'm like, I wish there was, I guess certain steps that I could do in like 15, 20 minutes that would give me a pretty good look. And I know like getting ready for like work and getting ready for a show is two different types of makeup looks. So I definitely want to get more like makeup, like show makeup tips for sure, like performance makeup.
Yeah, it usually does take about, hey, B, you're a rock star. I absolutely agree too. 150,000%. Amazing woman. Now, makeup. We're going to hit this topic about makeup, y'all. I know the men probably don't understand. Apologies, but we're going to talk about this for a second. I don't put on makeup unless we are absolutely sure that we are going out, because it does take about 45 minutes to put on all of these layers. It's a hot mess. Like, to do that, have your outfit, to then make sure you practice your song and make sure you don't fall out of your outfits, all kind of stuff, while still trying to promote and remember your words. It's a lot as a lady. So whenever you see a woman that's took the time to get up there and do her thing, like, give her a few moments, check her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to the songs, because we're here to be your show, to entertain you, and hopefully we do. Hopefully, right?
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of us feel that way. Like we have so much going on during the day and then we have to put on a show. We're like, oh crap, it's like, it doesn't matter what time we start getting ready for that show. It's never enough time. Like sometimes I'll get off at 6 o'clock and the show's I don't have to be there until 9. So I'm like 3 hours. Cool. That's enough time. By the time I get in the door, it's 7 o'clock or whatever from traffic, getting the, food ready or getting boys ready. And my husband's a major help. But even with that, I'm like, oh crap, I still got to put my set together. I still got to, put my outfit together. Even if I lay it out the night before, I'm still like feeling rushed and, doing all of that before the show and then having to be mentally, prepared for that. And like you said, memorizing your lines and making sure, you don't have a wardrobe malfunction and you're like, okay, where are the stairs? Where are the, the dips in the floor, so I don't, break my ankle in these heels. So, it's a lot of prep and things that go into performing, but I enjoy it. I love it so much. So that transitions into another good question I have for you. Out of all the, I guess, things that we do as artists, promoting, recording, performing, writing, editing, what part of the process do you enjoy the most?
Out of all of the steps for writing and recording, I think the part that I appreciate or enjoy the most is recording. When you get that one good sounding track where you're like, yo, this is it. Like, play that back real quick. Hold on, wait. Yeah. Like, to be able to get all that emotion, because it's a little harder for singers. Because not only are you singing, you got to make sure you get all your emotions, your highs, your lows, your riffs, you're breathing right. Besides that, then you have to do your layers. You're stacking a layer. You need to sound perfect. And it's a lot of work when it comes to making a song for singers. So getting that perfect track, that's the part I love the most.
Yes, absolutely. That's a very rewarding feeling for sure. I'm very excited actually as I'm in the process of doing this EP because I'm having moments like that in the studio where I'm like, oh, we just gotta vibe to that really quick, and we just listen to it for a minute because I'm like, oh man, it sounds so good and it's almost there. It's almost perfect, So that part is fun for me as well. But I think for me it's probably performing. I think that's probably the most I enjoy because even before I had my own music, because I've been writing music since I was a child, but I didn't start recording till I was an adult, you know. So I've had material on top of material for years, and that haven't even come to fruition yet. But I've always performed, even if it was other people's music. So I think that's kind of, even doing drama and stuff, that's just kind of always been my lane. Is just being able to just stand in the middle of the stage and blow. But so I've always enjoyed that. And so yeah, but the recording, I am starting to develop a really like love relationship with it while doing this EP. It's been an amazing journey, and I can't wait to see what it turns out to be. And you know, hopefully soon, you know, I can start focusing on like branching out a little more, I think, you know, and being open to exploring different sides of R&B and that lane. So but anyway, the
Like, what's crazy is for me, performing is terrifying. It's crazy. Like, I do karaoke on the side on the weekends. Yes, we need to. But doing karaoke is completely different than actually performing your own stuff. Like with karaoke, you're like, everybody knows this song. They'll sing along if they want to, or they won't. But with your own music, most people don't really know your words. So you have to really just give them a show. Like, give them a show, put your all out there, and hopefully they'll like what they hear. And at the end of your performance, they'll come up to you and say, "Yo, that was dope, though. Like, what's going? Like, can I get your music?" Oh, that's what we hope. Like, can I get your music? Like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Hey, I just happened to look over on the live. Hi, cousin. Ooh, Nicole. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, performing. So if anybody that's an artist that's watching this has any other tips that they can give me to help me relax before a show that's not alcohol, because I've had a lot of interesting moments performing with taking a couple shots beforehand. You know, you live and you learn, right?
Right, right.
But yeah, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment box. Legit, like let us test them out.
Right, right. I hear you. You know, performing can be a little jittery. I think, you know, man, I think about right before I get on, I just kind of sit. I just kind of sit somewhere, even if I'm still in the midst of everyone. I just kind of sit in a quiet corner or something and just kind of go over my set in my head and breathe in a little bit. You know, drinks a little water. Just kind of go over, like, envision how I want it to go. Like, this is how I want to do this is how I want to do that, this is how I want to walk on stage, and this is how I want to, you know, whatever. And as I'm playing that in my head, I'm kind of putting in motion how I want it to go. So I think that, if anything, the nerves go away and I go into execution mode, I guess. So it's like the desire to do well is still there. It just turned into something else, like a different energy. It's kind of hard to explain, but instead of fear, it's more like I'm gonna do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna know who B.AKApella is. Like, who is that? Like, the champ is here. You gotta hype yourself up a little bit, you know? So that's kind of what I do. Not outwardly, you know, but inwardly. I'm like, you know, like you're the champ. You're it. Let's get it. Let's do it. You know, blow them away. So that's kind of what helps me. And then, yeah, when I'm up there, I just kind of get into this storytelling mode, and I just kind of forget that I'm even performing. I'm just like, this is me, this is my reality, and this is, you know, what I want to convey, and I just kind of let it out there. May I also add, because I've seen you perform lots of times, it's never looked like you were nervous at all. So just putting that out there. And I've seen her perform live a lot of times, and she never looks nervous, guys. So she's doing great.
Like legit, that's when the part-time comedian kicks in, and I'm just trying to make people laugh. Cause in my head, I'm like, if I can make them laugh a little bit, it'll loosen them up, and then I'll be like, "Slide, got you with my sound, bop." You know, like,
yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's having water and I'm having juice. It's a very dry episode of Chat with Me. Last episode, I had a glass of rosé Moscato. It was very, very good. So, does anyone have a question? Who's in the comments? We can take a few. Let me just check the time real quick, and we can take a couple guest questions. Oh, we got a few minutes. I think they can. Can you guys hear us? Say yes. Give us a thumbs up. And if you have a question, so we have 9 more minutes in the show. So if you have a question, go ahead and get them in. Got a question for Shon Denay? Just put in the comments. Got a question for me? Go ahead and put it in the comments. So yeah. Also, make sure you follow Shon Denay on Facebook. That's SHON and then space DENAY. And we're gonna post all the links after we're done performing or broadcasting live. We're gonna put all the comments, the links in the comments for her page, and all of that, where you can find her music, all that good stuff. So we got like I said, we got a couple minutes. So if you have a question for Shon Denay or a question for myself, be sure to put it in the comments. We will be going for another 8 minutes. So we got some time for some questions.
While we're waiting, if that's okay. I'm gonna steal the mic for a second, y'all. So what I did want to say though is like right now I am going to be going to New York, Niagara Falls. Oh, girl, for the Native American Music Awards. And I'm excited to represent my indigenous side because I am half Native American and I'm half black joy, black excellence, all that goodness. I love myself. But I'm trying to in my journey, trying to bring light that Native Americans are still out there and we're still struggling. Not all of us are rich. We don't own casinos. Although I wish I did, right? I don't want to work. No, but and there's a lot. Like my tribe is from from Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota. It's one of the poorest tribes in America. A lot of my people are living in trailer parks with no running water, no electricity. And I just want to bring light to that. And hopefully, with all these advances in technology, we can find a way to get some fresh water to them. Like, legit. Yes, so we got a question.
Okay, the question says, are you two considering a collab? I mean, yeah. we have talked a couple times and, with your travels and everything, and we kind of had to put it off, but I'm definitely open to rapping with you and figuring out what we can, what kind of song we could come out with. Yeah, knock somebody over the head with that one. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm super ready. I heard you and Priscilla Peaceful's collab. I was like, okay, it's our turn now. We're going to drop an EP, all female collabs. You guys like that idea? I think I like that idea.
I like that idea. Hey, P, if you watch this back later, get with us about that. All female EP collab. Oh, my God. All collabs. Ooh, that would be, oh, my God. Oh, we got to get a hold of, oh, my God. See, now we got to talk about that forever. And, ooh, okay. Yeah, we're going to have to get on that. Be nice and, ooh, maybe even Queen Esther from Nashing. Yeah, Okay. Okay. See, we're going to talk about this after the show. Y'all saw this live. We talking about stuff that's, manifesting that. Oh my goodness. That's going to be cool. Oh, that just sounds good. We're going to talk about that. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. All right. We got 5 more minutes, guys. Anybody else got a question? Anybody else got a question for Shon Denay or myself? So while we're waiting on another question, you got any quick shout outs you want to give out right quick?
Quick shout outs, y'all. All right. Oh, snap. Someone's got a nice venue for that. I love this right now. Yes. Tony Clark. Yes. That is going to be bananas. Ooh, I can't wait. 2020. 2020. Oh, 2020 vision. Let's make it happen. Sorry.
Get with Tony on that one for sure. Hi, Tony. Thank you for tuning in, sweetheart. So she and Chef Tim, great people. They actually own a venue called the Lion's Den where Wally and I got married. It has a beautiful outdoor area, golf course in the background, really nice lit up.
Ooh, sexy.
Got a little pool out there. Oh yeah, pool tables, a little theater outside, man. It's really swanky, and they did it up so beautiful for our wedding. And then I went there for a show recently, a few weeks ago, and it was done up differently outside of the wedding, theme, of course. And I'm like, man, this is such a cool venue. You can make it like a nice hip hop show. You can do a reggae show out there. You could do an R&B neo soul type vibe out there, and you can have weddings out there. It's a great venue. I'm excited. I can't wait to show you that.
I'm loving the plugs you just dropped for you. Like that was perfect. Like legit. Like I can't wait to go there now. Shoot, legit.
They're like family to us now. We got married there. It's always going to be a special place. Shout out to the Lions Den. Shout out to Chef Tim, Miss Tony one time, and thank you.
Big Scoon.
Yeah.
What up?
Thank you. And yes, the collabs are happening, guys. They are happening. We're going to start creating on that. I know P's got some ideas. You've got ideas. We've got ideas. So it's going to happen. That's going to be dope. Oh, man, that's going to be so cool. I can't wait.
So before we go, right now, again, it's the Native American Music Awards. We're in the finales now. The voting is open. Public voting. It's 40% of the total of the tally, and just trying to bring home a W for the On the Rocks album. If you haven't heard it, definitely log on to Spotify, iTunes. It's on everything. Check it out. On the Rocks. Hold up. Let me reach over here for a second. Let me reach over here for a second. There it is.
On the Rocks. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Lots of tracks on there, at least 8. So if you guys ever see me around town, if you want a hard copy, I can even sign it for you. Collector's item, because I know nobody has a CD player anymore. I'm just saying, but I got it available for you if you want it. And I also have some Shon Denay stickers. We all independent here. We gotta try to make it work, make it do what it do. It's our side hustle until it becomes our main hustle. So help us out for real. But check me out on all social media outlets. Shon Denay, ShonDenay. Sounds like Chardonnay, but it's not. I'm still crispy, light, savory, delicious. So check me out, guys.
Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. You heard her. Make sure you follow all her social media platforms, Shon Denay. That's Shon Denay on Facebook. That's at Shon Denay on Instagram. She's also on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Music, iTunes, Tidal. Yeah, all that. Yeah, YouTube, all of that. So make sure you, show the girl some love. Thank you so much, you guys. I think that's our time, y'all. It is. So I know it went by fast, right? And we pretty much went about 15 minutes late, but that went by really fast. So, and thank you guys for also being patient while we started. We're just testing out the new microphone tonight. So I'm so excited, hey, yes, the CD and the sticker. Yes. And the music is bomb, you guys. Her EP is amazing. So again, this is the second episode of the second season of Chat with B. I have been your hostess, B.AKApella. I want to thank my special guest and good friend, Shon Denay, for coming. Thank you so much, sweetheart. It's always a pleasure vibing with you. You guys, if you have any questions for Shon Denay or want to know how to reach her, we're going to leave all the links in the comments below. Again, I've been B.AKApella, and thank you so much for tuning in to Chat with B tonight. Good night, everyone. All right.